Hey Hoopheads, Brad here, and today I want to talk about the Raptors trade deadline decision about Norman Powell. First, let's look at some numbers. Norm is averaging a career-high 19.7 points per game while shooting 50% from the field, over 44% from three, and 87.5% from the free throw line. His true shooting percentage is 65% on 24% usage. Norm takes about 13 shots a game, and out of all the guys in the league who average at least 10 shots a game, Norm has the fourth highest true shooting percentage in the entire league. Only 3 guys shoot more efficiently than Norm on anywhere near his volume, and that's regardless of position. In other words, almost nobody in the league scores as efficiently as Norman Powell. And his efficiency isn't just a one-off either. In fact, over the last 3 seasons, his shooting numbers have been quite consistent, averaging 49% from the field, 41% from three, and 85% from the free throw line. With that in mind, I'm quite confident saying that Norm's efficiency is likely to continue through this year and into future seasons. But of course, Norm's game isn't without its holes. He's much more of a play finisher than a playmaker, never having averaged more than 2 assists in his career, although his decision making has definitely grown over the years. And Norm isn't the greatest defender either, probably falling just below league average on that side of the floor for a guard. He's not atrocious, he's not going to wreck your defense, but you definitely can't count on him to cover up holes in it or anything either. So if we're considering the idea of trading Norm, let's talk about what sorts of teams he can give major value to. In my opinion, Norm's biggest value will not be to a contending team. Serious contenders tend to already have superstars that can score the basketball in big moments when they need it, and instead of needing the scoring support that somebody like Norm provides, these sorts of teams tend to find more utility from really heady playmakers, defensive stoppers, or even two-way players like KCP who can give serious defensive upside while capably filling a role on the offensive end. The Sixers might be one contender who could use Norm's services in his shooting, but for the most part, I feel like the other contenders wouldn't really be the most interested. Instead, I think Norm's value will be highest to a team that is in the middle of the pack or worse, who needs an offensive threat to bolster their playoff chances and try to get them up to the next level. Teams like the Kings, the Knicks, the Pelicans, those who would like to take a big step forward and need a little bit of an extra push to get there. However, if we're looking at a team who's not really a contender and is thinking about their future more than the present, that means they're not facing the same sort of trade deadline desperation as a team trying to win it all this year. It also means that an expiring contract might not be the most appetizing thing in the world. With Norm playing so far above his current salary, I don't really think there's any reason for him to promise he'll re-sign with any team that he gets traded to. He's been under team control for a long time, and with him finally having a chance to explore free agency, it seems wild to think that he wouldn't take that opportunity. So if non-contenders are trading for Norm right now, they're trading for a short-term rental, they get his bird rights, and the chance to re-sign him in the offseason to a market value contract, but they're going to be up against other bidders as well. And chances are that's not going to inspire teams to give up really great picks or young prospects. Essentially, I think the idea of trading Norm boils down to this question. Would Norm be more valuable to a non-contending team on the last year of a deal that pays him $11 million this season, or on the first year of a 3 or 4 year deal that pays him about $18 million a year, which is around what I think he'll get? And really, that's a tough thing to gauge. Maybe some team will really value the short-term rental or love their chances of re-signing him and come with a great offer that blows Masai and Bobby away. Or maybe one of these contenders will need more scoring than I'm estimating, and they'll come with a really great offer. But if the offers are underwhelming, I see no reason to trade Norm just for the sake of it. He seems to like playing in Toronto, he likes his teammates, the Raptors have developed him, and they have the cap space to re-sign him to a fair deal. They probably have a better chance of re-signing him than any team he would get traded to because of his history with Toronto. Now that doesn't necessarily mean he would be part of the long-term future, but Norm can absolutely give value to this Raptors team throughout the rest of this season and into next year, and in the meantime, having him locked into a longer-term deal at the start of the next year could make him an even more attractive asset to other teams. If you have a bunch of guys on rookie deals like some of these up-and-coming teams, acquiring a quality vet with championship experience who's locked in for several years could help raise the team's floor and provide some stability as they build their team up. Norm is also a pro who's not going to make waves about his role on the team or demand special treatment. He understands team basketball, and he can give you a little leadership too. And as I mentioned earlier, there's no reason to expect that his efficiency will fall off if the Raptors do decide to hold on to him. It's not like he's having some fluke shooting year and could fall off a cliff at any second. He will maintain his value both on the court and as a potential trade target. So if the Raptors hold on to him, they may find that by the time the next trade deadline rolls around, the offers they're seeing for Norm are even better than the ones they got this year. Of course, this all boils down to the quality of the offers that come in this year, how confident Masai and Bobby are about re-signing Norm, what their other off-season plans are. For the most part, I've been really happy with the decisions the Raptors management has made, so I'm not too stressed about how this one pans out. If they trade him, I'm confident it'll be for a reasonable return, and if they hold on to him, I don't think it signals anything other than the fact that the trade offers weren't really up to par. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/toomuchhoops, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think the Raptors should do at the trade deadline in the comments.